First ever meeting between Booker T and Bret the Hitman Hart, and it's for the WCW World Television title. Booker T, the defending champion, against Bret the Hitman Hart from one of the most famous wrestling families, the Hart family. Hart's father, Stu, the legendary Stu Hart, who runs the Hart Dungeon up in Calgary. And these two tie up, arm drag early on, using a quick Booker T with that quickness. Bret Hart uses a lot of psychology. One may say he's a master. That's what you learn when you come out of the Hart Dungeon. And now a waist lock and slamming Hart down on the mat. Hart turns things around with a switch. And a standing switch by T. And Booker gets caught by Hart. Bret Hart, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Excellence of execution is Hart. But right now, a crossbody from Booker and goes for the cover, only enough for a 2 count. We've seen a different side of Hart as of late, though. Great back kick to Hart. And snaps Hart down to the mat. And a 2 count by Booker. Booker, great offense early on Hart early on in this match. So you got to think, the longer this match goes on, the longer it favors the veteran of the two, and that's Bret the Hitman Hart. Bret Hart, some of the best conditioning in professional wrestling. And now with Hart on the outside, Booker T meets him out there. Meets Hart on the outside. Booker T sending Hart face first into that solid steel guardrail. And Booker celebrated with the fans for a second there. And that one split second that Booker celebrated with the fans got caught up by Hart. And Hart turns things around. Oh, what a right. And it's that experience from Hart who knows when to turn things around. Clubbing blow to the back of Booker. And now gets Booker T back into the ring as Bret gets back in the ring. And an elbow to the back of the head of Booker. You got to keep this match in the ring. If you're Bret, you need to keep this in the ring as much as possible. And be very effective. But the thing is, Hart knows all this. Hart knows what needs to be done if he wants to leave as the new television champion. It's that simple. There's a reason they call him the excellence of execution, and he knows what needs to be done. It's that simple. As Hart slowly picks apart Booker T limb from limb, this is where Hart shows just how dangerous he can be. And it's all about setting Booker T up for that patented, that dangerous sharpshooter. But right now, Booker T takes down Hart. Jackknife cover. Hart able to kick out at 2. That Harlem slam by Booker with a jackknife cover. But now both men are back to their feet. But now it's Hart with a clothesline to Booker T, sending Booker to the outside onto the floor. And now it's Booker who is down and out. And now it's Hart who's on the chase of Booker, who's on the outside. A lot of dangerous things can happen. There's a lot of things that can be used to inflict a lot of pain on your opponent on the outside of the ring. What in the world does Hart have in mind? Just pushing those steel steps over. Not quite sure what Hart has in mind, but we're going to find out in a second. Driving the spine of Booker into the steel ring post. To the spine of Booker T. You can see Booker holding onto his lower back. When you go after the lower back, it does a lot of damage. It makes it hard. You could lose feeling in your legs. If done enough, you can lose a lot of feeling and strength in your legs. And now Bret will leg drop. Everything that Bret does, it's all with purpose. Every bit of attack, whether it's going for the back, whether it's going for the arm, whether it's going for the neck. And this backbreaker right here with purpose. We already saw Hart send Booker back spine first into the ring post, and now with a backbreaker, and now it's an elbow off the top, and now Hart for the cover. See if he had a chance of winning, but at the same time, it gives Hart, it forces Booker T to exert energy when he kicks out. It's a win-win for Hart. He either gets the cover or either forces Booker T to exert enough energy to kick out. And Booker, again, holding on to that lower back that Bret's been working on the last few minutes of this match. Bret Hart expressing a little bit of frustration. That's not what you want to do if you're the Hitman. If you're the Hitman, you want to stay on the attack of Booker T. You want to make sure Booker T doesn't get back in this. Bret on the attack of Booker T. And Bret just taking his time, working a pace that he likes. We know Booker, he's young and spry, and wants to work quick, wants to prove that he's got it. But it's Bret who's taking it slow, taking his time, picking apart Booker T limb from limb. You're seeing why Bret Hart is the excellence of execution. Why he is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. As he sends Booker T in a nope, but counters. Booker T able to get the cover, but a 2 count. The strength in his legs isn't there as much because Bret's been working on that lower back. And now a knee to the midsection of Bret. Oh, look at that. Heel kick from Booker T. Booker T having a hard time moving around right now. It's the damage that's been done by Bret. Looking for that scissor kick, and it connects on the Hitman. And Bret is down, but the problem is Booker is having a hard time getting up and moving as quick as he needs to if he wants to inflict enough damage to keep Bret down for the 3. And Bret gets face planted into the mat. And there comes a little bit of a spinner-rooney. And Booker is fired up. And now heading up to the top is Booker. Missile drop kick takes out Hart right in the face. And a cover. And great ring awareness by the Hitman. The Hitman gets his foot on the bottom rope and then wisely sends himself to the outside on the floor to create separation. And Hart that's it. Well, that's a disqualification. Hart's had enough. He's snapped. He just wiped Booker T out with a chair, and it's over, and Bret does not win this match. Booker will leave as the television champion. But that's not the story at all right now. The story right now is that Hart is not finished yet. He just wiped Booker T out with a chair. And the ref keeps trying to, tell Bret to stop. But Bret's only just begun with this vicious attack. Going out to that injured leg. You already saw the brace on the leg. You had to know something like this was possible by Bret. Booker may have won the match, but Bret's about to show that he's won the battle and take Booker T out of commission once and for all. Bret looking to finish the job. No. We've seen this before from the Hitman in the past. Slap that figure 4 on the post. The amount of damage this does to the knee is insane. The already injured knee of Booker caught up in that post. Booker T writhing in pain. Nothing can be done about this. The match is already over. The ref trying to force the break. But you need more security, though. Nobody's coming out to help. As Booker T is writhing, holding on to his life. Just Hart not letting go. Hart will not let go. There's Stevie Ray who walks in. Why is Stevie Ray taking his time, though? That's the big question. Why did he just take his time? But Booker T is still the world television champion. You think that's his brother? What is going on? So I just at a loss for words right now. That Stevie Ray didn't come out any quicker. Suggesting to Booker that he should come back to his Harlem roots. What is he saying? And now arguing with the ref, telling the ref to back off. Stevie's saying, let me do this. And the ref's saying he needs medical attention, but Stevie is not having any of it. Booker definitely needs medical help. Booker should not be walking. He needs a stretcher. Billy Silverman now going to help out Booker T.